from the region, Terrell Washington will field this kick from just inside the 10 and bring it out just past the 30 as we welcome Mark Gronowski in the Iowa offense. Really good point here as the rain continues to fall in Los Angeles for the first play from scrimmage. Little fake toss and got it complete. DJ Vanami, the tight end that has been getting a few more looks in the pass game as of late. Such an experienced offensive front, and they'll get it out to region. That was a forward pass. It is ruled incomplete, although behind the line of scrimmage. Second and long. Gronowski again taking to the air. On the run, gonna go deep and got it. Jacob Gill turning up the sideline. Jacob Gill down inside the 10. Explosive aerial attack from Iowa to open this one.
Well, you knew they were going to be aggressive just based on the field conditions. It was man-to-man coverage. Really nice job by Gill running the route and then flattened it off against man coverage. Really nice job. And how about high pointing it, tucking it away from pressure. The Trojans are lucky he didn't take that one to the house. Kamari Ramsey on the tackle.
Marcellus Williams in coverage there on Gill, but Mark Gronowski missed a couple of his first attempts last week, starting hot. Hawkeyes have it from the 12. Handoff goes to Kamari Moulton, and his first carry will take the Hawkeyes down to about the 6-yard line.
Moulton the ball.
Kamari Moulton has done a fantastic job for this Iowa offense and more of a lead role this year. And it's going to be another play action. This time it's Zach Ortworth, the tight end, going to go down inside the 5. But will bring up a third down and can get the first down at the 1 in between the 1 and the goal line. Already a single season record for rushing touchdowns by an Iowa quarterback with 12 on a 3rd and 2. Push with Hayden Large behind him, surging for a first down. Going to depend on where the officials mark this after they unfold that sea of humanity. And they're going to call it 4th down. 4th and 1. Little play action, flags come out. Gronowski going to get that back to the end zone. Got it complete. It's Dayton Howard. But we have to check on the flag.
Offside. Defense number 7. The penalties decline. The result of the play is a touchdown.
That's exactly what that was in the end zone. Backyard football. Snap is good. Drew Stevens kicks that one back and into the end zone for a touchback. Heard the clap in the give to King Miller. He'll push forward for a 3-yard gain on first down.
O'Connor, he gets the start, he gets the nod. He's been banged up, working his way back into shape. He's going to make all the calls against this defensive line that moves a lot.
First completion goes to Mekhi Lemon, brought down hard by Zach Lundmer in his first season starting in this secondary. Jacoby Lane moves to the top of the screen. Now the good protection. Oh, had it, but Jacoby Lane could not hang on. And so the Trojans will have to punt. Had it there.
Yeah, right, really nice route, a little dig route inside, breaking route, right in front of Xavier Wampa at the safety position, number 1.
Iowa number 1 is now wearing number 32. Iowa number 1 wearing number 32.
This one goes off without any incident, although that one shanked off the side of Johnson's foot and will not even get across midfield. So Gronowski will start just across midfield after a 19-yard punt by Sam Johnson. And Gronowski's going to take another deep shot. Going for a region jump ball. Kamari Ramsey there. Bishop Fitzgerald there. And that ball falls in. 4 of 6 so far for Gronowski. Letting it rip. Kamari Moulton. A little trouble there on the exchange on that read option. Looked like Gronowski wasn't sure he wanted to let Moulton have it. Converting 44% of their 3rd downs this season. Here's Gronowski. Deep throw on the out to Jacob Gill. Little low for the Iowa wideout, and that will bring up a 4th down. Bryant Worrell, the long snapper, got it back there safely to Reese Dakin. It's Makai Lemon, calls for the fair catch. For USC, first completion for Jaden Mayava goes to Jacoby Lane. Mayava, the give, King Miller. And King Miller physically moving across the 23-yard line for a 1st down. Play action from Mayava, moving off to his right. Not a lot of urgency there, but again, gets it complete. So Jacoby Lane back-to-back catches after that drop on that first drive.
The managers are trying to keep every ball dry, the officials as well, but it's kind of unrealistic when it's coming down like it is here at the Coliseum.
Another quick throw, this one to Makai Lemon. Got a block there late from Jacoby Lane, and he'll push forward for another 1st down. First down for Mayava. Pressure, and he's going to be brought down. Aaron Graves comes up with the sack. Will be his 5th of the season. This Iowa defensive front can get after it. Just the 7th sack surrendered by this USC offensive line this year. So Mayava, pretty good protection there. Got it complete to the Pines, the true freshman.
Max Llewellyn is always going to play to the top of the screen.
Good pocket again for Mayava. Got it complete. Makai Lemon, but just shy of the line to gain. Needed to get to the 46. That ball be spotted just shy of the 45. King Miller stuffed in the backfield. Carson Shire gets his ankles and turns it over on downs. And so for the 2nd time today already, this Iowa offense starting in USC territory. And it'll be a handoff to Kamari Moulton. He will push forward, gain of about 4. Also great to have Devin Tompkins' versatility here. He can play any defensive line spot. Handoff, Moulton breaks free, spinning and pushing forward beyond the 35 for another 1st down. Christian Pierce comes up to make the tackle. Jazian Patterson checking in for the 1st time today at running back for the Hawkeyes. Little I formation, offset I, in fact, and Patterson will get the rock. Big stick by Christian Pierce from his safety spot. 2nd down and 6 after that 4-yard gain now. Operating from just inside the 30. Quick throw, again, trying to get it to Caden Leach, and it does. Brought down quickly by Cameron Crawford in a physical stick. So a 3rd and 5 for Mark Gronowski in this Iowa offense. Clean pocket. And pretty good coverage there by DeCarlos Nicholson, but the flag does come out. Didn't get his head around and had some contact there on Sam Phillips.
Pass interference. Defense number 17. 15-yard penalty. 1st down.
And Mark Gronowski going to get the call, and he will call his own number. And with the help of a couple of lead blockers. Gronowski, yeah, good protection, quick throw, got it complete. Kamari Moulton, not much there though. He was the motion man, and they give it to Jazz Patterson, and Patterson pushing forward, 1st down, Iowa.
The threat of Gronowski's legs is what allows this run to eventually find its way for positive yardage. I mean, he's such a threat on the edges. Watch this defense for USC. They're wondering, is Gronowski going to keep it or not the whole time? Wait, and then you're just late to the party. You're not making a play. That's Eric Gentry. Should have been in on the tackle, but because of the threat of Mark Gronowski, wasn't able to trust the instinct and go make the tackle, and we got a 1st and goal for Iowa.
First and goal for the Iowa Hawkeyes. Down inside the 5, it's Gronowski, quarterback run. And I think USC is going to come up with a stop here. But boy, did that get close. Ninth play of the drive coming. It's been 6 runs. The 2 passes. There'll be a 7th run and a sneak from Gronowski.
Once again, Gronowski on the keeper.
Will get in for the score. Iowa up 13-0. Andrew Stevens. Low kick, but that one will sail out of the back of the end zone. Creative run design there for King Miller. Push forward for about 3 yards. But this Iowa run defense has been pretty good. Second down for Mayava on the run. Going to try a sideline shot to Nook Hines, but that one a little low and incomplete. James Johnson in at running back, number 10, lined up wide at receiver for Mayava on 3rd down. Again, incomplete. Looking over the middle for Jacoby Lane, but a late flag. It's going to be a hold in the defense's secondary for Iowa.
Holding. Defense number 8, 10-yard penalty. 1st down.
So SC, through penalty, is able to get that 1st down and a give to King Miller. King Miller, a little bit of room to run along the left side, going to go down for a gain of 8 just past the 45. Carson Shire makes the stop. Right in Walker Lyons with a big kick out as well. Miller this time not as much success. Shire again in on the stop for Iowa after a gain of 1. So a little short yardage here on 3rd down. Got the physical back. Bryan Jackson in. Next to Mayava, just offset behind him. And here's your first QB run, and it's a good one. Mayava stays on his feet. Mayava brought down by Deshaun Lee, but not after an explosive run. And you were asking for it, you were calling for it, that QB run for SC.
Yeah, and here comes a little tempo from USC as well. This offense is best when it's got a rhythm. Mayava, he can operate this offense with tempo at his best as well. So here they go.
Gain of 20 for Mayava on 3rd and 1. Now 1st and 10 from the 33. And a lot of empty for the USC Trojans offense early in this one. Mayava stands in the pocket, but that ball knocked down at the line of scrimmage. That was Carson Shire, who's been very active on this drive. King Miller again gets the carry. And it's Carson Shire again trying to clean it up. King Miller thought maybe he wasn't down. Brought down for a 2nd time by Xavier Wampa. Well, 3rd and 5, USC ready. The snap again, Mayava. Quick throw, got it to Walker Lyons, who has the 1st down inside the 20. Wrapped up by TJ Hall, but a nice design from Lincoln Riley. And this 1st down for Mayava. Scrambling out to the right. Complete. Jacoby Lane rises up and comes down with the football using that 6'4" frame. The jumbo offensive line is Hayden Treater. Comes in wearing number 95, lined up on the right side. Oh, little shovel pass to Walker Lyons. We'll go for a couple down to just about the 1-yard line. Treater stays in as a 6th offensive lineman. Mayava moving out to the wide receiver spot with Bryan Jackson in a direct snap situation. He takes that direct snap and takes that ball into the end zone for USC's first points of the day.
Touchdown!
Ryan Sairi on for the extra points. Sairi is going to put that into the end zone once again. Gronowski get a check. Jazz Patterson lined up behind him in the pistol. He'll get the rock. And Patterson wrapped up quickly by Jaden Walker. Wiry frame at 6'6", 225, but can bring the physicality. And Gronowski QB run with Patterson shielding some USC defenders from his quarterback, and Gronowski gets to the 30.
Urlacher is right at the safety spot.
Gronowski wide open. DJ Vanami turns upfield, cross midfield, and down inside the USC 40.
And this is just a bust from this defense. You got to wonder if Kamari Ramsey's in the game, does that happen? Here's Stevens, the linebacker, and you'll just see the flash right out to the flat. He's just uncovered. Nobody's there. You got two safeties flowing with the same wide receiver, and a huge play for Iowa, but a bigger bust for this USC Trojan defensive unit.
33-yard gain, and Tim Lester told us this week, trying to find ways to get DJ Vanami the football in space. Probably their best pass-catching tight end, and this is a program that is known for that tight end group, but not known for penalties on the offensive line.
Offense, number 67, 5-yard penalty, first down.
First to 15, Moulton gets the carry. Moulton gets all that 5 back, and Moulton, explosive run, pushing forward all the way down to the USC 27. Kennedy Urlacher comes up with the stop.
Yeah, well, usually this is going to be Anthony Lucas. He can make plays right here, but this left side of this offensive line, they say, no, watch him peel back a little bit late. Nice job, and the rest of the offensive line, they just climb to the second level, and that's just the physicality. I mean, they are road grading this defensive line. They drove the defensive line back about 8 yards on that run. That is old school. That is impressive, and the numbers back it up.
134 combined starts for that offensive line. Very experienced guys up there. 3 that are considered draftable by the league. And Kamari Moulton again pushing forward to the 15 to 16-yard line. Another carry from Moulton. Jazz Patterson will bounce off. Jazz Patterson has some grasp, but what a tackle by Kennedy Urlacher. And yes, that name should sound familiar. Transferring in from Notre Dame, Dad Bryan Urlacher, the Chicago Bears legend. 3rd and 3. Gronowski keeps it. Gronowski barreling forward, gonna get the first down. Such a physical runner. Said he played linebacker growing up, and that's kind of how he approaches running the football from his quarterback spot, with that kind of physical mentality. Dangerous Caden Legion in the backfield. He'll get the carry. He's going to flip it back to Reese Vandersee. He's going to throw it to Mark Gronowski for the trick play score.
Touchdown, Iowa, 5-yard completion.
What offense are we watching right now? I mean, we have not seen this from Iowa this season, glimpses of it. But how about Tim Lester? A little bit in his bag right now. He told us earlier today he wanted to be aggressive, and there's his quarterback, and there's a high school quarterback in Vandersee making a play, and they got some momentum in the Coliseum.
An Iowa City special here in Los Angeles.
Kick by Stevens.
Score on the last offensive possession for Mayava and the Trojans. This one will start with a completion to Lake McCree, just shy of the 35.
Well, this one might play out exactly how none of us envisioned it, right? This might be a high-scoring affair.
Line us up.
Yeah, well, here's Gronowski. How about his numbers? 3rd Big Ten quarterback with a pass, rush, and now receiving touchdown this season.
King Miller breaking tackles, and King Miller will go forward into Iowa territory. Kenneth Merriweather eventually bringing him down. That was a big physical run from America's favorite walk-on. King Miller walk-on now, but when, not if, he gets a scholarship, just waiting on one to open up. But he gets wrangled down again by Merriweather.
Once again,
Miller has been getting the lion's share of the carries due to the injuries of Wayman Jordan and Eli Sanders, and has been excelling in that role, as we are going to roll closer to the 2-minute timeout. to Lemon. 1:40 to play in the first half. Mayava, this time Jacoby Lane out to the left again, double caught it, and that will force Lane back a couple of yards. Caught it up near the 16. But once he gained possession.
Didn't have it the first time.
Yeah.
Great shot by our crew there. Clearly a catch. And Iowa not utilizing timeouts either. I'd imagine if we get to a third down, they might try to use one as well, see if they can steal a possession.
Great opportunity for SC to make up this deficit. If they can get into the end zone here, they get the ball to start the second half. Mayava looking for Lake McCree. Terrific coverage. Cohen Intringer there tightly on McCree. Well, in the third down, the incomplete on second saves Kirk Ferentz from calling the timeout. So with 54 seconds left, clock is stopped. It's a 3rd and 8. Mayava protected pretty well. Gonna put one up for Jacoby Lane. Foot down. Yes. And a flag flies late after the play.
Receiver downfield, offense number 67, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
No, it won't matter.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that was going to go down as a catch anyway.
Yeah.
Looked like there was a little bit of a bobble.
Good eye by the officials. Here's a 3rd down. You're in field goal range. Again, I'm finding ways to get Jacoby Lane the ball because of double cover and Makai Lemon in the red zone.
Another empty backfield for Mayava. Quick throw out to King Miller. And you gotta wonder if the weather and the wetness of the ball plays a factor again.
It looked from up here like he just kind of took his eyes off it. Normally sure-handed, but to your point in the weather, you've got to over-accentuate everything. Watch his helmet. It's looking at the defense before the ball is secured.
Number 68 wearing number 95, 68 wearing number 95.
The secondary did a nice job. They said, we're not only going to take away Lemon, we're taking away Lane. You can check it down. They did. A drop from the Trojans.
Sam Johnson, again wearing number 0, the punter, will hold it from the 31. So a 41-yard field goal attempt from Ryan Sairi. Good snap and hold, and Sairi has been so good for the Trojans, nearly automatic. With the ever-dangerous Caden Weegan back deep. He will field it and take it out from 3 yards deep in the end zone. Weegan, the reverse course, moving across the 25, but pretty good coverage there by USC. Previous couple of drives for Iowa started in SC territory, so they'll begin this one with 32 seconds left from the 27. Gronowski again complete, wide open, DJ Vanami, and Vanami brought down by Christian Pierce. Explosive has been the name of the game for the Iowa offense thus far. Quick handoff to Jazz Patterson. He's got a hole, big one up the middle, and Patterson a couple of yards shy of midfield. 1st down, clock will stop momentarily on the 1st down inside 2 minutes. And they will hurry to the line.
Not using a timeout. Remember, they've got range in the special team kicking game.
58-yard field goal last week from Drew Stevens. Gronowski scrambling out to his right. Penalty flag comes down, and Gronowski out of bounds after a short gain.
Holding. Offense number 67. 10-yard penalty. 1st down.
So 1st and 20 following the holding call. Patterson again running the rock. And close to the original line of scrimmage before the penalty. Desmond Stevens will stop. And that is going to mark the end of the 1st half. So Drew Stevens has that teed up and kicked off. And Timmuk Hines, the true freshman on the return, will get that out and will be shoved out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. But for SC, got the field goal on their last drive before the end of the 1st half, and now with a chance to really make up some of this deficit. 11 points now, Iowa with the lead. Jaden Mayava will start this half with a handoff to King Miller. 9 carries in the 1st half, and his 10 will go for 9 yards. second and short. Mayava with some pressure with a defender at his ankles. Got it complete. Toe tap catch for Jacoby Lane on the sideline. 12-yard connection. Mayava to Lane. Again, Mayava on the move out to the right side. Gonna loft one up for Lemon. And he just comes down with it, tight coverage and all.
Well, look, they got playmakers, right? And what is the biggest key for the Trojans? Feed in their studs. We said it to kick off the game, and how about to kick off this third quarter? That was awesome. The catch, the foot is fully down, out of bounds, back-to-back first downs.
And going back to your keys for the Trojans in this game, feed those studs. Big completions on this drive here, the first of the second half to Lane and then to Lemon, now in Iowa territory. King Miller makes a move, back inside, and Miller with a couple of big runs, but a penalty flag comes down.
Yeah, that's going to be on Jacoby Lane at wide receiver.
Offense number 8, 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. It's first down.
Boy, had some real momentum working there. So because it was penalty from the spot of the foul, it'll be a 1st and 14 now from the 40. Mayava in the hole for Makai Lemon, stays on his feet. Down inside the 15, Xavier Wampa, 26-yard connection. Another first down now for this Trojans offense on the move. And they give to King Miller. They get a couple of yards there. Carson Shire had a shot to bring him down close to the line of scrimmage, but he's able to scoop forward for a gain.
Here comes a little blitz.
Good protection. Eventually, though, it breaks down. Ball comes out. Iowa's going to jump on it, but they are going to rule it incomplete. Jackson Rexroth in there around Mayava's arm.
You got to get the ball out. I'd look to Lemon. He's probably going to come off, maybe down at the bottom of the field to Lane. They'll probably double him with the safety over the top.
Mayava going to take a shot on a fade ball. Lane! Deshaun Lee with terrific coverage in the end zone for the Hawkeyes.
I thought Wampo was going to go over and have a little bit of a double coverage element, but he didn't. He drops into the box.
USC wearing 95, 68 wearing 95.
Well, there's contact going both ways, and you're allowed to have contact until the ball's in the air. We've seen this get called. We've seen it get called on a PI. They don't do it, and again, Iowa known for being handsy at the line of scrimmage. Competitive play.
So this is the right call here, right? You have a chance to make this an 8-point game from 29. And no problem, chip shot for Sayer. He now has his second field goal of the game. Ryan Sayer. Low winding kick will again go through the end zone. First opportunity of the second half for the USC defense. We'll see Moulton with a couple of yards. Quick throw does get it to Weegan, and Weegan around the left side will go for a first down. Eric Gentry chasing, but Christian Pierce, the safety, forces Weegan out of bounds. Again, that SC defense playing without Kamari Ramsey, such a key and vital piece to what Dayton Lynn wants to do. Handoff, Kamari Moulton, and riding the wave of his offensive line for a gain of 4, just shy of midfield. 2nd and 6 for Gronowski. And hands it off. Oh, Moulton met in the hole physically. Janae Abasiri is going to clean that up. QB run. Gronowski going to take it down, but he is stuffed. Desmond Stevens comes up with the stop, and it'll bring up a 4th down right at midfield. Reese Dakin gets the snap, and a high end-over-end punt will force Makai Lemon to call a fair catch. James Johnson, the true freshman running back in. He gets the carry, but he flips it on the end around to Makai Lemon. That was wrapped up and Zach Lutmer, not fooled.
On the reverse.
Mayava, little play action, will take a shot from Hawkeye Lemon with a fingertip grab. Another explosive for this Trojan offense.
Yeah, we talked to him earlier this week. He loves these moments. He knows the stage the USC Trojans are on. And how about this catch? Lutmer draped all over him. Not even close. And the route was awesome. He went post to the corner from the slot position. He's just impossible to cover in man-to-man coverage when the quarterback has time.
35-yard game. Big reason why Hawkeye Lemon is being talked about as a fringe first, second-round player in NFL draft prognostications. Oh, King Miller, ball on the ground. Is that Lemon right there that was able to jump on it?
I think it was. Yep, it sure was. The great players just find themselves around the ball, right?
Second and short. Miller again with the carry, but Wampa again meets him right in the hole.
King Miller, the ball carrier.
To get to the 36. Handoff, Bryan Jackson. First down and more for SC.
How about this? Caleb Miller. He's a walk-on as well because SC is going fast. The offensive linemen, Trojans are rolling.
Mayava over the middle as that ball tipped. Otherwise looked like Lake McCree was going to come up with a grab. Jaden Montgomery from his linebacker spot got just underneath that throw. And Mayava QB run like you called, Yogi. Oh, big shot.
Jay Mayava, the keeper.
Mayava steady in the pocket. Got it to Jacoby Lane. Strong-handed grab with defenders draped on him. Carson Shire brings him down. And good pressure, good protection, but it's Hawkeye Lemon crossing the end zone and coming down with that toss from Mayava, his first TD pass of the day. And USC will go for two to try and tie this game.
Remember, they had the little Wildcat run earlier in the ball game.
Going right back to Hawkeye Lemon. Just a bit too tall. And now Mark Gronowski trying to stem the Trojan tide. Handoff goes to Kamari Bolton, who picks his way through the USC defense. A first down and a little bit more. Gain of 13. Desmond Stevens finally tracks him down. No margin for error for the Iowa Hawkeyes with 3 losses. Trojans need to win out to claim their spot. And Gronowski over the middle. A little low for Caton Legion. Give goes to Kamari Bolton, and that's where the Hawkeyes have found their success, really from the second quarter on. Trojan fans trying to will their defense to a big third down stop here. Gronowski on the move. Oh, that ball's picked off. It's the freshman Jakeem Stewart off the deflection, and the Trojan defense makes it stand. And Mayava's going to keep it on what looked to be a little read option there with King Miller. He'll get a couple of yards. Here's Mayava. Got it complete to Jacoby Lane, who lunges forward for another Trojan first down. 7 catches for Lane, 8 for Lemon. Empty backfield for Mayava. He's going to scramble out to his right. Graves giving chase. Throwing for the end zone. Contact flags. Iowa's going to get hooked here.
Interference. Defense number 2. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Mayava has it complete to the tight end, Lake McCree, brought down by Xavier Wampa.
Pass complete to Lake McCree.
Lincoln Riley, he's one of the top play callers in all of college football, and he knows Iowa's got to take away Jacoby Lane, take away Makai Lemon. Okay, use him as a decoy, find a way in the red zone to find Lake McCree. And now as we enter the fourth and they light the torch, it is on.
The Coliseum, torch is lit, the Trojans are hot, and Iowa has to give to King Miller on second down. We'll get close to the yardage needed for a first down. Bryan Jackson again in at running back. Scored that first touchdown for SC. They'll put Iowa on the run. Connects with Lake McCree. Going to give him the catch and the first down all the way down to the 1 yard line. Lane has certainly been a factor, but for Iowa and SC, a first and goal. Bryan Jackson, second touchdown of the game, gives the Trojans their first lead. Number 0 on the hold for Ryan Sayeri, but it is Sam Heward wearing the same number as Sam Johnson. Trojans have already erased the largest halftime deficit at home of the Lincoln Riley era. 26-21 lead as Ryan Sayeri send it to Caden Weegan. Already has a kick return for a score this season. Weegan has a little bit of room off the left side, but will step out of bounds just shy of the 30-yard line. And a late flag comes in.
There's no foul on the play after discussion. The contact was ruled legal. It's first down.
Gronowski tries to find an answer for this Hawkeye offense. Handoff, Kamari Moulton, and this USC defense with Anthony Lucas trailing from the backside comes up with a stop. Play action for Gronowski. Going back to the bread and butter from the first half. DJ Vanami comes up with the reception, but another big stick from the SC defense. Gronowski, pretty good protection. Cannot, or does he connect? That ball bounced off of Reese Vanderzee into the hands of Xavier Williams, the running back. Unbelievable.
I mean, how many amazing plays have we seen today? Karooms off Vanderzee, does it? Oh, and there it goes.
Yep.
Was about to be one of the plays of the weekend.
Now they will reset this with an incompletion in short order.
Then a fourth down. And now it's punt time for Iowa, I would imagine.
Pass is incomplete. It's fourth down.
Reese Dakin gets the punt off. Kai Lemon calls for another fair catch. And the USC offense will come back to the field. They dominated the second half. Just 47 yards of offense for Iowa as King Miller grabs another couple of yards for the Trojan offense. Complementary football, scoring off an opportunistic defense. Iowa will take a shot. Lane, not quite, with double coverage deep for Iowa. Cohen Intringer back there as well. Still playing without left tackle Elijah Page. Iowa pressure immediately, and the blitz came, but Jacoby Lane fighting downfield with Jalen Watson, and the flags rain down.
Jalen Watson on the coverage.
Defense number 3, 15-yard penalty, first down.
Trust from quarterback and receiver, throw it up. Hope your guy goes down and tries to make a play, and they get a big one via penalty. King Miller, Bryan Jackson rather, stuffed.
The ball carrier.
Think about big games on the road for Iowa. They started bringing the pressure late. Think back to the Indiana game. Nearly won them the game. They get some pressure again this time. And that ball might have been behind a backwards pass. Yep. 6-yard loss on the lateral, the backwards pass. So 26-21 SC, 3rd and 13. And that completion to Lemon will not get close.
Do they punt to Weegan is really the question.
A couple of punt return scores already this season for Weegan. Terrific hang time, pinning the Hawkeyes. That is something that Iowa knows very well. As you look at the close losses versus ranked opponents, Gronowski going to start this drive with a completion. Caden Weegan digging that thing out. Really amping up, and Gronowski, no pressure, Anthony Lucas strip, sack. Flag down, USC has the ball. Jade Abasiri. Coliseum crowd waiting with bated breath.
By both teams, they will offset holding defense number 15, holding offense number 71. Second down.
2nd and 6. Gronowski, another shot at it. They'll keep it on the ground this time. It's Kamari Moulton. Gronowski, quick throw, got it complete. Clutch conversion. Reese Vanderzee, the sophomore, makes a big-time grab to move the sticks. Vanderzee threw the touchdown to Mark Gronowski back in the first half. A little trick play. And now another trick. And it's trying to get the ball in the hands of Caden Weegan. Weegan still going. Brought down by Jaden Walker. 21-yard pickup for Weegan. Handoff will go for about 5 yards. And this Iowa offense staying on schedule with Kamari Moulton. Caesar C. Gronowski with his longest run of the day. Forced out by DeCarlos Nicholson, but saw that green in front and took advantage. National champion at South Dakota State before making the move into the portal and into Iowa City in this Tim Lester offense. Handoff goes to Jazzy Patterson. Not much there. This SC defense has certainly been a little bit better in the second half against the run. College football implications for both teams. Iowa trying to stay in the conversation with 3 losses. Handoff Patterson. Brought down Cameron Crawford from the backside. Able to limit the gain to 1 and set up a 3rd and long. But in field goal range, although it would be a long one in the elements. Gronowski on 3rd down, going to hand it off. And Xavier Williams will get a couple just inside the 30. Wonder if that's to set up a shorter field goal or to go for it.
Yeah, I think you try to get half, and we're saying, all right, we got half, let's go for it again.
4 catches on the day so far for Fanami. 2:12 to go in this game. And Gronowski will take a deep shot. Caden Weegan looked like he got pushed out of bounds. And that's the call. Toe of Caden Weegan out of bounds. That play was reviewed, called in the field of an incomplete pass, upheld. Turnover on downs, and SC trying to salt some clock away.
King Miller, the ball carrier on the
Boy, that was almost like Omar Cooper in the end zone last week at Penn State.
Yeah, it's just the opposite, right? He was in by, call it 2 or 3 centimeters, and this is out by 2 or 3 centimeters. And got to give credit also to Kennedy Urlacher. Nice job of attacking the legs, but this is not over. I mean, this is game. I mean, you remember Indiana, Iowa very well. Late in the ball game, Indiana had the ball. Iowa had all their timeouts. They utilized it, had a shot. Very similar right here. Iowa just used the first of their 3 available timeouts. The legs of Jaden Mayava have to be a part of this game here, right?
Might have got him to jump. Mayava with a free shot. He'll take it complete to Makai Lemon, right at the line to gain.
In the neutral zone is the snap, defense number 95. The penalties decline. The result of the play is first down.
Mayava to King Miller. Iowa certainly ready for a run, but Miller with a nice second effort to push forward for a gain of 3. Handoff, King Miller, wrapped up quickly by the Iowa defense. No timeouts left. And so USC knew, flag.
First down.
And that's going to be the game. Think about that. One of the most disciplined teams in America gets called for that late. Often you see a warning on the sideline, not there. And how about Lincoln Riley? The USC Trojans can't handle the quote-unquote Big Ten, the old school Big Ten. And he looked us square in the eye and said, you bet we are. You felt it when they played Michigan here. He talked about it after the game. I'm sure he's going to talk about it today.
Lincoln Riley said, out with all the coach speak. Out with all this, every game means the same. They don't. You fight for opportunities like this one to have a big game mentality against these Iowa Hawkeyes. They have thrived on it. They have used the champions, the guys, the coaches that have been in championship situations, 9 of them on this staff, to filter that message through this Trojan team, a message that has been latched on, locked onto, and they continue.
Coach, you gave some pretty big hugs down here on the sideline with a ton of emotion coming out of you. Why does this win bring that out of you?
It does. It's a big-time win. We knew it was going to be a challenge. We didn't play worth a damn in the first half, but the mood in the locker room was we knew we could come back and win. Like our guys, we knew it. And to come fight, losing a bunch of guys again to injury. Obviously, conditions were a challenge for both sides, but we found a way to win. We were a tough football team today. Really proud of the guys.
Defense found a way to shut out Iowa in the second half. What changed for that group?
That's what we've been all year. We haven't started fast, which we want to get better at that. But, we've been resilient. We've been a second-half team all year. That's just what we've been. Defense was just awesome. The momentum in the place was crazy. This is pretty cool.
What message does this win send as you hope for a lot of more football after this?
It's just about just win and keep going, and that's what we're doing right now. We put ourselves again in a fun position where each one of these games gets more fun, and that's right where USC should be.
Yeah, thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.